You know why? The only reason why I know that a place called Ronkonkoma exists? Train Simulator. Yeah, buddy.
Train Simulator?
Yup. I'd be like, damn.
Train Sim.
I was like, damn. So many Native American names. Crazy.
It's crazy how that happened.
Not a Native American in sight.
Racism.
Ronkonkoma, Montauk. What else? What else y'all got out here?
Patchogue, Massapequa.
Oh my God.
Copeg.
Yo.
Copeg.
Settlers
Manhasset.
are horrible
Isn't
people.
Syosset one too?
Syosset.
Yeah. All
Bro.
of Long Island.
Bro, the fact that niggas got these niggas off their land, then renamed towns after them.
Let my people go.
Bro. Ticonderoga. Oh, man.
Ticonderoga, Fort Ticonderoga. That's number 2 pencils.
Saratoga.
Saratoga.
Oh. Yo.
Let my people go.
These white men are dangerous.
Is he realizing racism for the first time today?
Right?
Let my people go.
If you thought that was bad, wait till you hear what they did with these people in Africa.
I got ice in my veins. Walk like a champion, champion, champion. I'm so cold-blooded, I fear nobody. Ain't no letting down, I won't let you down. Cause I got ice in my veins. I talk like a champion, like a champion. I'm so cold-blooded, I'm so cold-blooded. I fear nobody, I fear nobody. I walk like a champion.
Yo, I'm so glad that you guys are good at making music. Cause it's like, you know, it feels like everyone's putting out music.
Yo.
And when you hear it and you're like, this ain't it, man. This ain't it.
Yeah.
So like listen to yourself and I was like, all right, exactly. So you know, we listen to your stuff and we're like, oh man, they can. It's just like when everyone has kids and you gotta tell them their baby's cute, but sometimes you gotta lie to them.
I was dead having that conversation the other day.
That's honestly the perfect way to put it.
Especially when it's infants, because infants never look
They
good.
look like Obi. They look like
like, demon gremlins. Like,
They're like dried
your baby
apricots.
Dried apricots.
God.
Oh man.
It's funny you say that though, because like one of my favorite things, but my favorite parts of like this whole journey we've taken with music is like people realizing that like we actually make good music.
Oh yeah.
Like, because you can see it on people's faces. Like we obviously used to do lots of shows, and we don't do that anymore for obvious reasons. But when we would have the shows and people would come out, like, you know, they come out and be like, oh, okay, that's the homies. Like, I'll go to their show or whatever. I'll pay $10 for their thing, da da da. And then they'll show up, and then after they see us, they're like, oh my God, y'all are good. And we're like, oh, thanks, we appreciate it. They're like, no, like, y'all are really good.
As if the expectation was like y'all suck. Like that's what you're saying.
Like, we're just going.
sometimes I guess it is.
Yeah, nah.
Listen, you gotta support the friend no matter what.
That's
Exactly.
that's a fact.
Yeah.
At least we know, like, if that was the case, that people would still come out and support, which is cool.
Yeah, you got a good circle around you.
That's true. Nah, but if your shit was bad, then I feel like nobody would support though. Like
They go to the first show and they'd be like, you know what?
Then they start making excuses. Right. They'd be like, I gotta babysit my mom's uncle's cat. Like, you know, I gotta do shit, some other shit. Like I gotta charge my iPhone. I can't make it out. You know, like this.
Gotta charge my
you know.
Yeah, because your shit's always dead.
Yes, because my phone is always dead. But you know, it's okay.
Like, bro, I gotta change the oil on my car. It's like, bro, you live in Brooklyn. It's like, I mean,
You know what I'm saying?
The conductor needed help. So, you know, I just had to.
I ran out of money on my
today.
Metro
Literally
card.
anything to get out of show.
anything. Yeah, anything.
All right, guys, and joining us virtually from Zoom University, we have If the Shoe Fits Collective, the Shoe Boys, in the building. You know,
What up?
Yeah.
What it do?
Oh shit! Oh damn! Y'all got y'all own
listen, when
fucking
y'all are
soundboards.
in here, when we
Goodness.
have the soundboard, it's gonna be crazy.
Oh yeah, I'm about to say.
But
It's about to be mad button mashing like y'all playing Super Smash Brothers and shit.
Listen, as soon as y'all are ready, let us know though.
Yes.
We'll set it up.
Absolutely.
We got Catharsis in the building.
You know the vibes.
Mr. Grand Sounds,
What's good? What's good?
Candy Speaks,
How you doing?
and Robert Dawkins.
What up?
The handshake.
Wow,
We went.
Yes,
We did the
sir.
Obama. We're dapping everybody up to the handshake. very, very official.
Big facts.
But
Oh man.
yeah, man. What's how you guys doing, man?
Good.
Who wants to
We
go
are
first?
Good. We're good. straight up. We just dropped a song today. Super excited about that. We did a video treatment for it a couple days ago. And
after you did them dirty with that vampire outfit, right?
Huh?
Yes.
Y'all saw it, right? Y'all saw he pulled up looking like Dracula's father, bro.
behind the scenes, weird.
Oh,
okay. Go ahead. Get your stuff off. Behind the scenes.
Yeah.
I got you next year, bro.
We try to communicate, and I told them, I said, listen, I'm gonna wear the black suit because I don't have a white shirt. They said,
That's
okay,
cap.
and they forgot.
Lying, Your Honor.
I got the receipts.
Oh, man.
Pulled up full Eddie Murphy vampire in Brooklyn.
You know what that is?
Else
You know what that is?
Shaun of the...
You know what that is? You know what that is?
Yo, he said it's Yo, somebody gotta make a GIF out of that though. I'm not gonna lie. That would go viral. Yo, that is oh shit. Mr. Dawkins, everybody. Mr. Dawkins. Yo, all right, yo. It just seems like, yo, like just from speaking with y'all now, this is the first time I'm seeing y'all like together. Like, how did this whole collective start? Like, I'm so curious.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Rob got you with an answer.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the origin story, yo.
Go through the archives.
Yeah.
Oh, so okay. What had happened was
how every great story starts. Yes.
Yeah. You're probably wondering how I got myself in this situation.
Facts right now. Like, so one day in like 10th grade, I woke up and I was like, I'm a rap. So I saved up my lunch money and I bought a microphone. And then I saw them and I was all like, hey guys, I got a microphone. Y'all want to also rhyme words? Like y'all want to do that? And they were like, yeah, let's do that. So they all came through to the basement and
you had the eggshells, the egg cartons on the walls and shit.
So what?
You had the egg cartons on the walls and shit. The sound dampening.
See, we didn't even have that. We didn't even have that.
Wild ass bars.
It was
that his parents were
right. Parents like Robert, dinner's ready.
Yeah. Bro, for real, my parents were just like struggling to stay on beat. Just vibes, like no skills, skills,
just going after it.
And we was on the struggle bus, no Metro card for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? We were just learning how to do it, and then one day, I believe it was somewhere around 2017, I get a phone call from Grant. Grant goes, we should actually probably like take this seriously. We've been rapping for a little bit. We've been, you know what I'm saying? People know we rap. We're developing our skill. We should do this seriously. And I was all like, okay, what's the name though? So we went back and forth. And then we landed upon If the Shoe Fits, because we wanted to make music. We wanted to make an entire catalog in which anyone from any background could come in and find something they can relate to. Therefore, the term "If the Shoe Fits."
I like that. I like that.
Yeah,
yeah.
That's
So that is in a nutshell. That is the origin of how we came to be and how we decided to become a collective.
Okay, I like. Speaking of names, how did y'all pick your names? Because we have enough struggles getting AKAs on this show.
Yeah.
Because after all the ones that I've come up for Justin, I still have to sit here and try and figure out ones for myself.
Nah,
it took 60 episodes for me to get 2.
Yeah, so. it definitely did. But I gave him a really good one though. John Artest. Come on, yo.
Yeah, that was after I already came up with 2.
But see, they're like, all right.
I don't know. I personally like Dijon mustard.
No, Celine Dijon. That's the one. Celine Dijon. And we'll rock with you, Jonas Haslam, because I'm the vet keeping this shit together right now.
Hey, man, listen. It's tough.
How are you the vet if I'm the oldest person here?
All right, whatever. Nah.
That says more to your personality than me, okay? Cutting into your nap time ass.
Hey, yo, all right, I'm curious on their names, though.
Yeah, let's actually hear you guys respond.
Yeah, I think I probably got the most interesting origin story for my name. So we started back in the day, and I was just
Straight
going by like BSAT Brody. That was like a freestyle name that we had for these like tapes. Yeah, like a name off of that. And then once we actually got to the point where we wanted to actually like start making music, I said, okay, I'm gonna rebrand, as we rebranded with If the Shoe Fits, and I said I'm gonna go by Ursa Major, because it was just like,
I remember that
important concept.
Yeah,
it was an important constellation to me at the time. And then people always thought like there was this whole connotation with like bears with me all the time, just because I'm big as shit.
Yeah.
So like at a certain point, I was like, yo,
you're a mauler.
I'm gonna make that the handle. Yeah. So like I was like, yeah, let me do that. And that was the thing for a while. And then we actually started doing shows, and it was fun at first. And then we went to this open mic, and we're sitting in line, and this guy in front of us, we're chopping it up with him, we're having fun. And at the front of the line, they're asking what your name is right before you go on. It's not like you sign up and then they have your set. So like literally right before we go on, we're chopping up with this guy. We know his government name, and then they're like, okay, so and so, what's your like artist name? He's like, oh, it's Ursa Major. And I was like, okay. And then and it was dark. It was like the basement of the Delancey, if you guys ever been there.
Right.
And we basically we watched him perform, and then we noticed when he gets on stage and there's a light that his shirt had Ursa Major on it. He had all this, like, he had branding with the stars and everything like that.
You weren't ready
yeah.
for this. Yeah.
And then the beat dropped, and then it was a song about Ursa Major, and he was spitting bars all about the constellations. And at that point, I was like, I think I've lost this battle.
You showed up to the Halloween costume, and you thought it was original, and there was 4 of the clowns there.
Nice.
Yes.
Not bad. Not bad.
Oh no.
That is a justified reason to do that. Yeah. So basically we got on stage, and everybody's like, yeah, my name is Catharsis. Rob was still at school. So like it was just me, Bud, and Nikosi at the time, or me, Candid, and Catharsis, if we're going by our names. And basically once like I'm Candid, I'm Catharsis, and I was like, I'm the artist formerly known as Ursa Major. That guy is Ursa Major. I'm gonna think of another name. And then we performed again, and then everybody was like, okay, yeah, sure. And we killed it. And then that was the thing. But that was the moment where I was like, yeah, I have to change my name. And it took me a while, like you guys are saying. And I realized I just wanted to go with something simple. So Grant is my middle name, and that's what it is. And I just added sounds because I like sounds. So Grant sounds. Keeping it simple. Because nobody can take some shit as simple as that. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
At a certain point, it's like if I get into a battle of dominance, it's like I had this name first since June 7th. So
there you go.
You
trademark that shit. LLC and shit, man.
Big facts. Protect that name.
What about you guys?
Well, guess I'll go next since no one else is saying anything. Word. So, boom, the origins of my name come from undergrad, because I didn't actually start like, seriously, right? The spooky land of undergraduate education. But word. So it was my sophomore, junior year. Like I just spent a lot of time writing, whether it was like writing in a journal, or if it was like writing spoken word, or if it was like writing bars or the fledglings of like bars, because I still wasn't really that good back then. But what I found was that anytime I was feeling any sort of way on the spectrum of like, feeling really great or like feeling really shitty, writing that stuff down and like figuring out why I felt such a way and so on and so forth was a really cathartic experience for me. And so when people started asking me like what my performance name or my moniker was going to be, I was like, probably Catharsis, but not with a C, because that's kind of whack. So I'm going to do it with a K instead, because that's different. And so
damn, Kennedy, he said you're not different, bro. It's like, now let me stop.
Call me out my name.
Sorry, bro, but I hit the Google search very quickly to make sure that like no one else had the name, like no other musician. And like the only other group that is called Catharsis is like some obscure German rock band that's been active for like 8 years. Yeah. So I'm vibing. I'm one of one for now.
That's a great reason, like, man. It's good to find advice like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. You on some noob shit with that K though.
He is. I fuck with it. Hey man, listen. Catharsis. Yes, he is on some noob shit with the K. Yes.
Do you have a candy cane too back there?
All right, he don't got no candy cane. Let's leave the noob jokes outside the studio, man. You know what I'm saying? All right, whichever one of y'all want. Candy with a C.
Yeah.
Candy with a C.
Proper English. Proper.
Yeah.
Merriam-Webster Candid.
Man.
Nah, literally the name comes. I remember when we were recording the songs back in the day, we had done like maybe 2 or 3 projects in high school. And I think by the second one, Rob was like, you need to pick a name because I'm not just going to keep putting Bud just on every track that's on here. Like you need to figure something out. And I was like, dang, okay. And I literally didn't know what to pick. And I was like, well, how do you even decide like on a name? And he was like, well, you just, I don't know, pick something that's like meaningful to you or whatever. And what I, settled on was it was Candid Candor, because like it's always been important to me that people are like truthful and like honest about things and like that. So obviously Candid, and Candid being like the adjective form of like candor, like they're the same thing. One's an adjective, one's a noun. And it's honestly really redundant. So like after a number of years of that, I was like, I don't like this. Like, why did I choose this? And I was like, oh yeah, I was 16 and Rob forced me. So what I had
Peer
done,
pressure.
like at one point was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying, peer pressure. So what I had done was like, let me just cut it in half. Like I just like the way Candid sounds. So I'm just going to choose that. And then I ended up choosing that and staying with it. And yeah, I definitely like it. It still resonates in the same way with me. I like it when people, it's important to me that things are truthful, transparent, and all that sort of thing.
That's right, man.
With
I
a
got
C.
some real, some real shit behind you,
cable.
man. You was out here talking about you were redundant candor in high school. You was 16 and shit. I'm sitting here like y'all had me wearing ties on Thursday in high school.
This is true.
What a time.
This is very true.
This is the throwback.
That was the wave.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Listen,
Yo, there's some
Thursday.
things that are just like necessary for your development that you.
Yeah, Tie Thursday. When Goodwood was popping.
Yo, the Goodwood days were special.
Bro, I had so many
Very
Goodwoods back in the
special.
day.
Yep.
The Goodwoods was shells, bro.
Yeah, mine are definitely still sitting on a shelf.
Goodwood and
Yeah, because you can't wear Goodwoods anymore.
Oh, no.
If somebody saw you wearing Goodwood, they'd be like, bro, what are you doing?
They'll let you rock with the
like-
bracelets,
it's
but
not
if it's a
something-
necklace or
Yeah,
shit, bro.
the bracelets
The
still tough, though.
necklaces.
The bracelets I feel like
Goodwood
good
earrings were the
reason.
reasons I got my ear pierced.
Yep.
And now I
Yeah,
can
you
never
just
wear
pull
any
up
of them
with like
shits now.
a shark on a necklace. They're like,
Yeah.
bro, what are you doing?
Yeah, what are you doing?
That ain't it.
Oh man.
Yeah.
But all right, so this like I don't have that many questions. I'm not like a super duper like inquisitive ass person, but I'm just like real
Oh,
curious.
wait, hold on.
Oh yeah, whoa.
We gotta figure out how
Gotta get the
Robert
homie
came up
Bobby.
with
Oh
his
yeah,
name.
we can't skip him.
My bad, Rob. Yeah, man.
Rob, you
You
gotta take
He
us
was
through
all
all the
like, so
names,
yeah,
bro.
back to the topic at hand. Like I was like, oh, we're moving on. Okay.
Yeah.
So I got Robert Dawkins because my
Start from the beginning, bro.
Yeah, I was about to say, start from the beginning.
You've had like
All
5
right, fine,
names.
okay.
Start from the
Yo,
beginning.
we gave origins. Come on.
So, yeah, you're right. Okay, right. So so to give you guys the real story, what had happened was my cousin had like when I first started rapping, my cousin had beat me trying to like really attempt it, and he was a rapper.
Mhm.
And instead of clowning me, he was kind of like, if you work on this, you can become good at it. And so I started talking to him, and I was kind of like, I asked him, what are your goals in this rap business or whatever have you? And he was like, at the time, he was like, I want to bring back real hip hop to the radio.
Real hip hop.
Like real lyrics. And then I was all like, okay, well, to do that, you would need such a big wave of real rappers to come through. You would need just a massive wave of rappers to be on that type of time. And I was like, oh, wait, I'll just go by Massive because that made sense in my 15-year-old mind.
Massive?
So I was
Like
Massive.
just massive?
For like, I was just Massive.
Wow, that's a
How
callback to the
many
early
years was it?
episodes of this podcast.
Yes.
Wow,
Yeah,
Massive.
man, you're getting the whole arc. You're getting like the filler episodes. You're getting all that, man. Like
You the 4th grade
so I
ninja
went
war
by
to this shit.
Massive.
Yeah, you really had like a Deku origin now that
bro.
I'm thinking about it.
Oh
Bro, it was looking bad. It was looking real
Not
bad.
a Deku
Like,
origin.
I did not go plus ultra until like 8 years in. That's
You was
crazy.
just crying in front
Damn,
of the
that's
computer.
tough.
You was just crying in front of the computer for
That
8 years.
I was just crying in front of the
Yeah.
microphone, bro.
But
Rocking back and forth.
Nigga tried to
Yeah,
write a
no.
16, broke his arm.
Oh no.
Backs, yeah, fingers all messed up.
All
They're
mangled
all-
up.
no.
all messed up. Oh man, yeah, no, it was bad. It was bad for a number of years, and then I went away to like school,
Mhm.
and then it was just me being in open mics and me like trying to figure out like how to go how to not tell people my name is Massive because I realized how embarrassing that is. But trick shot, I went by Young Massivo for some ridiculous reason. And then,
But
They can't hear it,
Y'all
but
can't hear it, but you just got a buzzer for that one.
he put a little razzle dazzle on that. Young Massivo.
my boy made a plate of chicken Alfredo and put some parsley on it.
Yeah,
Niggas put the parsley on that shit. Say, here you go, a meal.
yeah, man, it was bad. It was bad. And then once I came home from school, or was it just before I came home from school, just around the time where Grant made us all get on the phone and decide on like a real plan and like making like actual music, how to like formulate a real path towards success to it. I was like, I have to do something that's like meaningful to who I am or my lineage or where I come from. So I chose Robert Dawkins because it is my grandmother's maiden name. And, you know, my family has been through a lot, but I want to show that even from a dark past, you can still have something beautiful and worthwhile to put into the world via art.
That's
inspirational. And that is why I
man.
chose.
I was about to do that chef kiss. That was.
That's good.
So,
hey man, I'm glad that you guys like really decided to buckle down, and it's always dope where it's like, all right, sit down and be like, what do we want to get out of this? You know what I mean? And I feel like that's a lot, especially in creatives. That's like a real big point where it's like we're doing this for fun. Like, I mean, even with us, we were doing this on Discord, and you were just like, let's find that time. Where it was like, yo, let's actually do this for real, and that's how we ended up in the studio and shit like that. So that's dope. And like, I mean, y'all definitely got some success. You'll put out good shit. You's out here. This man is our resident Nets fan. He's out here at Long Island Nets games and whatnot. Like, what's it like performing live? Because I don't even know if we'll even, you know, we'll try and get to live shows at some point.
I miss it a lot.
Yeah, live. Yeah,
it is the most.
It's different energy.
It's probably one of the most fun experiences that I've engaged. Like, I guess for like the athletes in the room, it's literally like, I guess, kind of like having an important play, but that important play sustains throughout the entire period. Because you know that it's really like down to your individual position to get every single step and word right to make sure everything goes perfect. And then as soon as you see that people are resonating with what you're doing, and that's one thing that's kind of different from athletics, where you get a direct connection with the fans. It's just like cathartic. It's straight up this thing where it's just like, you know, like, keep it candid. Like, you gotta.
You're so corny. I bet you ran out Dawkins.
but yeah, straight up, like,
this is why I take
really
you for granted.
Oh my
hey, brought it back to you.
Bars.
A callback. Nice. That's interesting.
Yeah,
that's
but it's excellent. It's excellent.
So like,
It's the most alive I ever feel, and I want it back.
I miss that shit so much. Oh my God.
It's great.
You know
it's
what
phenomenal.
it's like? The who was it that said that when people come see us, they're surprised at how good we are? Was it Catharsis? Or you?
No, that was Candy.
Yeah.
With
All
the
right, so it's like that. It's like that, but like times 200. Because we had done a show one time at a place called Pianos, and we weren't even the headliner. We were just the people that he thought we were like, you know, we were cool with the guy who was a headlining, so he brought us in. And but somewhere between like the first song and the second to last song, the energy of the room transformed in front of our eyes, and people were like loving the music, and people were swaying to the music, and they loved the performance.
You took the show over.
It was such a it was crazy, man, and it was like the energy was palpable. Like it was, I really do miss it, man. It's the greatest feeling. Like Grant was saying, it's like being an athlete, but like.
It's more than just
all eyes are you, but you know how to embrace it and just make the energy just go crazy.
This is exactly why I can't wait to get in the same room with y'all, man.
Yeah, y'all about to say, I'm getting excited just talking to y'all niggas, man. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. It's like performing is like when you're like in class when you're in high school and you just make a joke like under your breath and then everybody starts laughing. it's that for 20 minutes.
Okay,
It's a good way to put it. Yeah,
I'm about to say.
That is a good way to put
When
it.
you say some funny shit in class, though, you be hype. You be like, yeah, just make everybody laugh. Like, Miss Karen is tight now because I said some shit. She turned red as fuck.
Karen.
Yes, it's a beautiful thing. And then people come up to you after class and it was like in lunch, you're like, yo, what was that thing that you said in class to you?
Yeah, right. I feel that.
That's how I feel.
Okay.
Very rewarding. Absolutely.
Very rewarding. So like, all right. Just going back to what I was gonna ask y'all before. So like, I feel like y'all, based off of just listening to some of y'all stuff, like I get like real like conscious, real like lyrical vibes, which is, like that's really like my type of music. So I could really like appreciate where y'all coming from in y'all stuff. I guess that's like, you know, the shoe that fits me, right? So
God.
right. Nah, I gotta. You see, I gotta fuck with it. Right? My boy Grant fucking with it though. All right. I can't even hear it. All right. But anyhow, so like,
I'm gonna be real.
Yeah.
We make like a if the shoe fits joke every single time we have a call.
See, there it is. See, so all right, so I got y'all covered on that already. All right. Mr. Dawkins is like, I'm not fucking with it, but who really like are y'all influences like rap wise? Like I gotta, you know,
to me, just before you get into that, to me, listening to you guys, it feels like obviously you said you're trying to fit something for everybody. What I've gotten from your sound is like a mix between like Flash Bush Zombies, Pro Era, and like Flint Flossie.
That's
like Turquoise Jeep. That's the mix that I've gotten together.
A little.
Okay.
Well, actually, you know what's super important that Rob he almost touched on but didn't say is like when we're making music that we feel like fits everybody, it's less deliberate because like the if the shoe fits partially comes from like we feel like we fit in a lot of different places, a lot of different spaces.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like something y'all can relate to is like being like, let's say in high school, like, being athletic, but also like in anime and all that sorts of stuff, right? Like the typical, stereotypical, whatever says that like those two things don't go together. But like you can do those things and like maybe be in one or two honors classes or not be in an honors class and then like go off to do something really good career-wise that you find fulfilling. And like you can go to college to do that, but you don't have to. And like, we feel like we fit in a lot of different spaces and a lot of different places. So the music is a reflection of the fact that we fit in so many different places. That's why there's so many different styles for so many different people.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So like
I hope
when
you
you
didn't
hear
take
the
offense to Flint
influences,
Flossie, by the way. He has a song with Gambino and it's tough.
No offense taken at all.
All right, cool.
Yeah. It's like so even when you hear the influences, like we don't have that much stuff out yet, but like when you hear the stuff that we're holding, you're gonna be like, damn, these niggas is everywhere.
Right.
Like, even as you hear the influences, like as time goes on, you're gonna be like, what are they on that like they're influenced by these people and they're making all of these different types of music.
That's good though.
So far, one of my favorite tracks is My Dogs.
Thank you.
That shit go hard.
You see, but that's the
great
thing.
energy.
Like,
Okay,
I literally wrote My Dogs. Like I was just looking up like Rico Nasty type beats.
Okay.
And then, like,
okay.
That was the first thing that came to my mind. But if I tell you that like my musical influences are like Earl Sweatshirt and Mick Jenkins, it's not gonna make sense. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
It's stuff like that.
I feel like
something we're trying to like slowly I guess transition off of is using type beats themselves, but type beats definitely dictate the energy itself. Because like based on what the producer puts out, we're gonna like basically take that energy, resonate with it, and then see what we can put down to it. So it really just depends on like the beats a lot of times. So if we find a Rico Nasty beat that's hot, we're gonna make a Rico Nasty like song.
Yeah.
Facts.
That's tough. That's very tough.
Oh yeah. Word.
You got something?
Oh, word. But I guess I'll to start off the inspiration, we all just have like different inspirations. I don't know if there's like one thing that inspires all of us collectively. But like for me, it's like, Earl Sweatshirt, Mick Jenkins, like Anderson .Paak to a degree. I definitely can't do the things he does.
Yeah,
the musicality to it.
The things he does. Yeah, exactly. And Vince Staples too, because Vince Staples just like raw. He's just like a really raw nigga. And Mac Miller, R.I.P. too.
Yeah,
for sure.
R.I.P. You got something?
Oh yeah. All right, but just going back to what you guys were talking about with just performing and getting the high from the crowd and things like that. Is that something you guys have like a history with? Just like I guess individually growing up, either just performing in like plays or being a part of a school band or something like that, or was this like this experience just kind of like brand new for everybody?
Nah, man, I've been hitting stages my entire life.
I'm
No, deadass.
I'm a legend in this.
Talent shows in high school.
Been here since
Yeah, like
forever.
yeah, I wasn't like doing NISMA, but like I know from y'all, like we did band together, so
Yeah.
we're definitely used to like at least like being on a large group of people. But also like even back when I was like in elementary school, like I used to like sing and do all that extra stuff. So
That's why they got you doing so
like,
many hooks.
that's just because I make a lot of hooks.
It is, bro. Listen, every group need it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
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 Got him.
He that guy. Yeah, that's them two. They were weird. They actually had experience. Me and Candy just hopped in it.
Yeah.
We just were like, oh, y'all need us to y'all need us to hold a microphone and rap our hearts out.
Rap some.
Yeah,
you know what's funny?
easy enough.
It was
Right.
really y'all two before like everyone else hopped in. Like you and Bud
Absolutely.
were really just like forehead to mic back in the day.
I think it was funny how you were
like,
talking about how
we just got
offbeat you were
roped in
when you
at the
started.
end.
Because literally when we were listening, I looked at Mylz and I was like, man, like they're so on beat. This is great.
Right. John Lewis said it. He's like,
Hey,
yeah,
man,
they're like
trust
right
the
on rhythm.
process.
It is.
Yes, came a long way.
Yeah, I was saying
Came
the
a
last
long way. Yeah, there are
those
definitely some
basement
archived
raps.
stuff
Oh,
from the basement raps. that
Ball Life
doesn't say
Volume 1.
otherwise.
listen,
But
when
it's
we
okay.
Bro, that's legendary.
We hear
hey,
now.
when we're
We hear
together,
now.
you gotta bring some of that basement shit and we'll let you hear some of our Patreon shit.
Oh, yeah, 'cause
Yeah, because we got shit.
Yeah, man, we
like I
gotta-
said, we have an hour of content each week. That's just before we put out. So some of it has been saved, in case we ever get a pay service. You feel me?
Yeah.
All right. I got
I like
some
the
stuff.
sound of that.
Exclusive
But
content.
I also,
Facts.
people have a lot of dirt on me. So like, I'm just not going to play anything. Because I can very easily get ethered. And I don't need that.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
We got some
Don't
cool
get
hard knocks for everybody.
don't do that.
Yeah.
I would say the last.
It's kind of like we got a
one-
little Batman package for everybody. Just in
Oh,
case
oh
anybody
yeah,
wants
the
to have it.
contingencies for everyone
Yeah.
except the IRS.
Exactly.
I would say the last thing before we get into our Weeby content, which I'm excited to, is I want to know what you guys like have planned, like some goals that you guys have moving forward, especially as things start to open up more, and definitely talk a bit about the new track you released today.
So my goals, my immediate goals are before, what is it now? October 20th, right? So like before the year is out, I'm trying to have like amassed at least 50K streams in total for all of our stuff.
Nice.
Just
Okay,
to like
nice.
have that stamp of authenticity, that legitimacy, blah, 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 blah. Not necessarily because like I want it to prove to myself, just so that I can use that and lob it to like, oh, a blog or like, oh, another like podcast
Or a sponsor or
whomever,
something.
who
Yeah,
knows-
something
exactly.
tangible
Someone
to
who
show to other
normally
people.
wouldn't be like, oh, you have X amount of streams. We'll come back when you have like such and such. It's like, nah, we're already here. We have this. We have our community. We have our audience. Like, we're valid. That's kind of like my immediate for the future goal. And then like as things open up, hitting them stages again.
Yeah,
Just-
absolutely.
Yeah.
Just bringing out all of the people whom I have created relationships with over quarantine who are like, wow, you make music. And they're like, I make music too. And it's actually good music. It's like, yeah,
Right.
let's get you a slot on our next whatever garden show or whatever we do. So that's kind of what I'm looking forward to.
Nice. I was like,
Anyone else?
Yeah, I was about to say, I was like, so
I'm trying
for
to
y'all.
think.
Feel like-
I think he basically hit for me. So
I want to do a backflip on stage when we first open back up. That's definitely something. I would
okay,
like to do.
that's the first I'm hearing that.
Nope,
Yeah.
worry about
can
yourself,
you do a
bro.
backflip regular?
No.
Why all the questions? That's what I'm working on.
Hey.
So the goal is to get there. I got you. All right. I'm gonna hold you to it.
Trampoline
Oh,
or something.
I've seen people learn how to
Get a
do a backflip
trampoline?
in like an hour, yo. I have faith.
Some people do.
Yeah, some people do, and it's wild. And
You know what I'm saying? I may
Yeah,
learn how to do it
that's
on
dangerous.
a skateboard on stage. Like, the sky's the limit, bro.
I'm with it. I'm gonna hold you to it at the first live show. We'll be there.
Boys are also learning how to do flips of their own.
Maybe word flips.
Oh,
yeah.
Man. Word flips.
Word flips.
Do that. Yeah.
I'll flip these bars. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man.
Yes, I think one goal that I want is like when we start performing again, kind of connected to what Catharsis was talking about before. I want one experience where like we play a song and like people just know the lyrics. A dope thing is that like we played songs and people know the hooks already. Like people we have this song about chopped cheeses and people who've seen us perform, like they're already ready to like recite the hooks. But I just want like bar for bar, hook for hook, verse for verse, like people are just reciting.
Point the mic to the crowd.
Right.
Like,
there's no better feeling, bro, when it's like you're somewhere and somebody is like acknowledging like what you do in like you know, in whatever direct or non-direct way it is. I guess like the equivalent for us would be like, yo, like somebody texted me the other day. It was just like, yo, they sent me a Jets meme because obviously Justin is a huge Jets fan, and it was like, yeah, your boy JT, he'd be sick at this shit. I'm like, let me find out people out here like, yo, my boy Justin got a fan. Like it's, you know what I'm saying? It's shit like that be making you feel great
for a long time.
Yes,
that shit has me geeked.
Yes.
Yeah, like I feel that or it's like when people are like, because the one thing I feel like our intros are pretty consistently hilarious.
Yes.
So it's like people are like, yo, like that intro is like when we had Tyler on.
Yeah.
And he was like his parents. Like his dad was laughing so hard at our intro that he had to make sure his mom heard it.
Yeah.
Like things like that.
Oh my goodness.
Exactly. Right. But that's good though, man. I'm happy that y'all got so much going and shit for yourselves and that y'all like at least like y'all are doing things, you know, y'all are putting out good stuff. And I think what it comes down to is like people is gonna listen at the end of the day, whether it takes a while or whether it doesn't. So y'all are doing y'all thing and I'm like appreciative of y'all, you know, doing it how y'all want to do it too.
Hey man, when you put out good content, it's gonna catch. Like, you know, good shit always like people find it. So it's dope. And talk about that spooky track y'all got right now.
Big facts.
Yeah,
Yes.
talk about it.
So Vampire song we put together, basically giving power to the people whose sleep schedule definitely got fucked up because of this whole pandemic. So we wanted to make something to kind of amplify the spooky season energy, just because we can't really pop out like we usually would, and also give people like you're not alone. There's also other people awake at 3 a.m. doing bullshit. So yeah, that song is our different perspectives on not being able to get sleep.
Also Halloween. That's also
Oh wow! Right.
The regular rap plug. The regular rap plug. Vampire out now, streaming on platforms. Title, whatever you want.
Title, music. Title, okay. Let me. Okay. There it is.
I always gotta check Pandora streaming on all platforms because I don't be knowing sometimes. Sometimes you're like, oh, it's not on like this random thing. It's like, okay, I didn't know.
Listen, that was a process. It took us months to get on fucking Apple Podcasts, bro.
Yeah.
I feel
it's real.
Yeah, it's a
the whole streaming distributing thing. We didn't know about that.
Yeah.
Oh, just like, yo, just put it on the internet.
Right? Yeah. It'll get there. Yeah, people gonna find it.
Right.
Bro, put it on the internet. Gotta make sure gotta make sure our logo was the exact proportions.
Yeah, that shit was tragic. Tedious. Yes.
Mad annoying.
Yes.
Like we're over the hill now, but for our first song, like we didn't immediately have it on Apple Music. Yeah, technically it's done now. We didn't have it on Apple Music, but it was on Yandex. And I've never even heard of Yandex.
Yandex?
So
Yandex, I'm about to say that's some new shit. That sound like
that's you using Bing every day.
That's like a new that's like a new age. What the fuck is the name of shit we used to use when we was a kid?
Jeeves?
No, not even at Napster.
Oh, Napster.
Napster. Fucking what was the name of this shit that used to fuck up your computer?
LimeWire.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
LimeWire, FrostWire.
But that's the thing.
FrostWire, right?
We was out here saying like streaming on all platforms, and then my homies was like, "So I have Apple Music." And
first mistake was Apple Music,
right?
Like what?
We're just like, so we figuring it out. Our people are talking to Apple's people.
Yeah.
Exactly. But it's like, here's this YouTube link though. In the meantime, go.
In the meantime, here, take this. Please and thank you.
Go share that.
Most definitely. Send us. Is your YouTube stuff in your link tree in your bio too?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. For sure. All right. Bet. I'll make sure I'll give y'all some.
Yeah, we'll do that. I'm gonna add I'll add Vampire and stuff to our link tree for this week and everything. Like
Yeah,
we'll definitely, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
You know, we'll tell our friends to tell some friends.
I'm telling you, YouTube's funny. YouTube is fun.
YouTube
Honestly,
is
it's
Yes, it is.
have you guys? Because I honestly just experienced this for the first time. Because we were just going through YouTube comments for some of our episodes, and like it's more
Dangerous
negative.
environment.
It is. It's more negative than positive, but it honestly made me laugh because I felt like it was kind of directed. A lot was directed at me.
Oh yeah.
Because I was being a parent social justice warrior, but you know I'm just black.
Okay.
I'm just black.
They don't like
But
that with the sport.
right.
They don't like that with the
Yeah.
sport.
they don't like that. They don't like me. Yep.
Listen,
But,
bro, we were called the beta male version of The View. So I think that I think that comment won, yo. That was
we
that
don't
was
have a lot of comments
Y'all
on
might have
YouTube,
to change
and
the
like
pod
almost
name,
all of them,
I'm saying.
Almost
all of our comments are negative, and it's usually from a clip that I took of JT going on a rant.
Yeah, it's usually
But
me.
it's great.
Right. So I feel attacked, honestly. But no, have you guys ever come across like negative YouTube comments where you just gotta like laugh at
Yeah,
them?
especially when the average view for the video is like 30 seconds.
Yeah, right.
In the beginning, yeah, there were for the first few songs we released, like there were some comments.
Trolls.
You mean like in high school, right?
Yeah, in high school, yeah.
Yo,
for
my
sure.
favorite one was Horse's Soul that we dropped when we were in high school, and
Yeah.
it was a track that was just me. And like I
Yes.
think the only comment on the entire track was, "Wow, you ruined my favorite instrument."
Yeah.
Oh shit.
That's foul.
Oh damn, that's a gut check right there.
You letting them fly.
That's
Bro,
and
that-
So humble you real
that-
quick.
I didn't even know about it. Rob was like, "Yo, you might want to come look at this."
Yo, that's OD.
You might have to sit down, bro.
That's OD.
Bro, I read it and I'm just looking around the room like that Mr. Krabs meme.
Yeah,
Rob
yo,
was
you're right.
I don't
Yes.
know what to tell you, bro.
Nah, son, that shit is funny,
like
but yeah, nah, it's good though, man. Because as long as you don't let that shit get you down, because we in here just like last week, we was just reading out in the comments, and we're just in here fucking cracking the fuck up. Like, all right, whatever, let's go back to recording, bro. This is some bullshit.
For sure.
Oh
Did
man,
y'all read that during a segment? Because like that's content right there.
Yeah.
You know what?
No, we did.
We did,
The
yeah.
first intro a couple weeks ago was me telling him about the beta milk one, and JT just like being snarky in response. That was the intro, like a couple
It
weeks
was
ago.
it was just real funny because it was. I think the comment was on the comment was on a clip where I was roasting the shit out of Jason Whitlock.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
yes, apparently I didn't know Jason Whitlock has internet fans that
He got
ride for
shooters,
him.
bro.
He got the goons.
shooters.
Yo, he sent the shooters on YouTube. I wasn't ready for it.
They're all in plaid
Yo.
fedoras.
yeah.
That's
Because sometimes people
Okay.
really be saying some corny shit, but that was funny.
Yeah,
that was
that
like
was good.
that was a good one. Like if I like
Nah, y'all definitely got to Photoshop just some beta fish at the table.
Oh,
wow.
That would be hilarious.
Yo,
I might get
I
on
need
that.
that.
Yeah, that might be that
That might be
be
the cover
terrible.
art
Yeah,
this week.
oh man.
Yeah,
The beta fish. Yeah, that's
Oh, man.
that's dope.
that is fine.
Thank you guys for joining us. Definitely.
Thank you
Thank you
for having us.
Yeah, of
Thank
course.
you.
Oh wow,
new
that
friends
was
of the
you-
pod.
You heard that?
Yeah,
They
that
all
was
did that in succession?
synchronized already,
Yeah,
man.
like y'all was ready.
This is why they're good.
Yeah,
This is why.
fact. The chemistry is there.
Brothers and souls strike again.
Yes.
Gotta love it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Again, thank you guys. I can't wait till next time. Hopefully, we have you guys in the studio with us next time.
We're gonna have 2 ACs in here.
Facts.
Oh my goodness.
Niggas is like
Bring some
fuck.
nice pics.
Yes.
Make sure you go listen to Vampire, the spooky single out right now, streaming everywhere. Check them out. We're gonna
Vibes.
add it to our link tree as well.
Yeah.
And yeah, if you guys got anything else you want to add or anything you want to say,
Drink your water. Get sleep if you can. Give positivity.
that's just
That's
like
it.
our intros, man.
Yeah.
Listen to
Outros.
Vampire again.
Right.
Do it
Yeah.
a second time, and then a third time, and then share it, and then listen to it again.
Big
And
facts.
then go bump in the night. Because that's what we
Facts.
do.
Hey,
Right. Most definitely. And where can everybody
goodness.
follow?
Corny
Follow.
ass Rob.
Where can everybody
Word.
follow y'all at though?
That is
Yeah, where can-
ITSF Collective on all social medias. That is If the Shoe Fits on no social media because we're ITSF on all social media.
Nice. There
Yeah.
it is.
I appreciate the energy.
Yes. It's appreciated. It's appreciated. That's a fact.
Yes.
That's the that's the Midoriya coming out. You know what I'm saying? There
Fact,
it is.
right?
Love it.
I'm
Love
done.
it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it.
Thanks.
Absolutely.
No. I was just he's staring at the computer. Like, why isn't it me?
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Got you.
So that's it for us this week. Has been episode 63 of the Saratobi Sports Pod. I don't even think we really got any intros in today, but this is signing out from me, John. To my right, the demon of Deacon Time, Mr. Worldwide West himself.
And everywhere I go, I leave a worldwide mess.
My
Indeed.
left, Justin Transition, just on his damn phone, just in the DMs. Justin Thompson.
Ooh.
You say Thompson?
Thompson.
I did it again.
Damn it, John. It's all right.
See?
It's all right.
You see it? You know a man for like 5 years, and he still doesn't know your last name. Crazy.
It's why it's wild.
Yikes.
And the Saratobi Soundman, keeping us sounded velvety.
Thank you.
Ooh.
To the far right, but not
fire.
that right.
Yeah.
All right, but not that right. Yes, exactly.
Again, the ITSF Collective, the Shoe Boys, thank you guys for joining us. Follow us at Saratobi Sports everywhere. By everywhere, I mostly mean Instagram and Twitter, and then Saratobi Sports Podcast on Facebook. Definitely go subscribe to the YouTube channel. Check that out. Videos are. I think I'm gonna get everything out the same day this week. That's gonna be the new plan.
Beautiful.
Remember, guys, we're not doing episodes on Wednesday anymore because there's just a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah.
So they're back to our normal time of Thursday. So yeah, thank you guys for listening, and we will catch y'all next week.
Word.
All right.
Thanks for listening, people.
Indeed.
Peace.
Word. Have fun.
Shoe Boys out.
I got ice in my veins. Walk like a champion. I'm so cold-blooded. I fear nobody. Ain't no letting down. I won't let you down. 'Cause I got ice in my veins. I talk like a champion.